We are live and welcome back to our beautiful Dream Team family. How is everyone going? And hello, beautiful Nick. How are you?
Oh, hi. Thank you, Marie. I'm very well. I had a bit of a stiff morning getting up this morning with my ankle, though. And I was like, maybe I've overdone it. So,
You overdo things.
I know. So I thought, no, it'll be right. Now I'm okay, but it did take me a while to get going. But it's like,
Yeah.
yeah,
And it's a bit colder too, and I think that makes a difference
yeah.
when you're
I'm
sort
actually
of
sitting in another room all rugged up, but the sun's
yeah.
coming in, so it's lovely.
Oh, nice, nice. So it's nice to be back. So, yeah, apologies for not making it last week. I was actually going through a really big shift, and my physical body decided to have a little bit of an out time. So, but I'm all good, and yeah, it's so nice to be back here. So, wow. So, what was the heading this week? I've forgotten.
Oh,
Oh, I
me
put up.
too.
Oh,
Is it up there?
yeah,
No.
didn't change that as well. I took it off, so I have no idea. Oh, it might have had to do with, have you ever dreamt of significant people in your life that have helped you to then make a change? Yeah,
Yeah,
within your 3D waking
yeah,
world, as we call
yeah,
it. That I
yeah.
think that's what it was, because I remember
We'll
then
go with
I'd
that.
with that. We'll go with whatever anyone's been dreaming about. Bring them in, kiddos.
Exactly.
Yep.
Oh,
So
thanks. We've already got lovely people joining us, which is
oh, who
nice.
have we got on? We've got our beautiful, we've got Carly on, we've got Marie on. Thank you, Marie. I got your emails. We've got Gillian on. So this is awesome. And yeah, so I think to put comments in, I think you have to be joined up to the YouTube. So make sure you joined up to the YouTube, and then you can actually put your comments in, which we love, because we know that when someone's been experiencing something, it's not just for yourself. Often when we all then start to connect to it and put intention into it, it actually can change the whole collective. So to me, this is what it's about, is just being together here in this beautiful sort of family group. So we've got Tracy on as well. Oh my gosh, Dennis is on, and Christine. Hello. Hey, all our babes are on
Oh, well, there's going
today.
to be some good energy in the room today.
Absolutely. So, but yeah, first of all, how's everyone been feeling? Like, what's been going on for people? Be really interesting to know, because since I finished work, I know I've been going through the biggest spiritual shift. And it was funny, my friend, we do these transference healing alchemy swaps, and I've done hers on Sunday, I think yesterday. And she did the first part of it on the Friday night, and she said, Marie, it blew me apart so much, because it's like your whole gridding aspect of yourself was hitting this like crystalline water frequency. And she said, I was just spinning out with it all. She said, how have you been? I went, yeah, that would make a lot of sense as to what's been going on with me physically as well, literally restructuring. So she was actually going to start the other part of the healing, which takes about an hour, at 9 o'clock. I went, might not be a good idea, because I'll be on my live. Can you start it at 10? So I've actually, yeah, I really, for me, I know when my physical body goes into something, there's something really big going on within my my Merkaba, so my energetic field as well, coming through. So yeah. And
Interesting you say that, because yesterday I did a meditation in the morning, and I really felt that I was in my own Merkaba and I was being taken somewhere.
yeah,
Yeah. So it's sort of every day there's a little bit of a bit more of an opening of information that will come in for the body to understand,
yeah.
and it's interesting because the dreams that I had last night that I recalled were weird, because once again a whole new experience. I was imagining, or I was seeing one thing, but I was getting like an audio description of the dream in my ear of something different. So it'd say, oh, now
Oh,
you've got this orange light coming out of this thing that's going to a portal or whatever. And then it was like, no, but I'm seeing pink. It was just this contradictory stuff going on. And I'm thinking, this is a whole new, I don't know what that's about, but yeah,
wow.
just very
What do you
different.
think it was? What was your feeling that it was about?
Immediately I thought, it's showing you that we can be in two places at once having the same experience, but it's slightly different.
Yes,
That's
absolutely.
what I
And
thought. Yeah.
yeah, absolutely. This is what they talk about with the the Mandela effect as well. And so many people, there's so many things that we all know have changed. And
Yeah.
is that because we've jumped timelines and we've
Yeah.
actually we bleed out into other realms
Yeah.
and have an experience there? And yeah, it's pretty interesting, isn't it? This is not just a 3D world. This is what we've always been saying. This is multidimensional, and our souls are multidimensional as well. So, and I think because of our consciousness, we're becoming much more attuned to it and noticing these differences. So, yeah, which is really interesting. So, wow, well, that's a really interesting experience to have had. So, yeah, okay. I was going to say, I was actually going to say, it's funny because when I did this beautiful healing for my friend on Sunday, usually I always ask for a message for them at the end, and I ask where it comes from. Is it from the higher self, or sometimes a dragon will come through, or whatever, or one of the beautiful angels, whatever. But this time I was just sitting there, just contemplating, and nothing. Then I just heard the words, and it was literally like 6 words in total, and I went, "That's it. That's the message." And I feel it just came from source because there was just words, and I usually get an image, a vision, whatever to go with it. Nothing. So fascinating that and a lot of people have been talking about their ears as well at the
Oh,
moment. Yeah,
yes.
off the
Yeah.
scale, off the
Yeah.
charts with the ears, the frequency, what's going on.
Because
So
immediately when I woke up, I was on my side, my head was on the pillow, and I thought, is it just extra loud because I'm pressing against my ear? So I tried moving around, and it probably was the loudest I've ever had, the ringing in my ear.
interesting.
The music playing or whatever. But I just thought, it's something related to there's something about the hearing that's coming in, because I don't normally get that clear definition of sound in my ear when I'm dreaming. It's more an overall feeling, an intuitive feeling, and visuals, lots of visuals. So yeah,
Yes.
you're right. There is something else going on there. So yeah, I
Yeah,
don't know if anybody else has had similar experiences.
yeah, it'd be really interesting to know. So, and that point's called the emanation point, and it's actually connecting through. It's all this third eye, pineal gland, pituitary gland, through the ears and the throat. This whole area really is being upgraded from what I've sort of can work out. So we're definitely being upgraded, and as is our Merkaba, which is our electromagnetic field, and that's our own spaceship. So you're right, we go through realms with that aspect within us.
Yeah. And the
So
hearing is definitely, as I say when it happens, it's like, all right, what are you up to?
yeah, totally. Just tune in. Find
Yeah,
out.
what are you working on? What are you developing? What's going on?
It's interesting because Carly and I was sitting out in my back area, and at one point we were just having a chat. The next minute, I went, "Oh, my ear," and she went, "Yeah, my ear," and it was her right ear, my left ear, and I went, "I wonder though if this is EMFs that's coming through from all of the stuff that's going on." But it was interesting that it hit at the same time.
Yeah.
So it's discerning as well. So, okay, where's this coming from? And then I put up the Faraday cage because I just went, oh, this is weird.
Yeah.
And it stopped it. So I used Elisa's Faraday cage experiment that she does, and it does actually work. So that
Well,
was
I've
really
had that happen before and there's another woman that I know, and we get it often together. But I feel that there was some connection that while we'd get it together, because we'd be in places, we'd be driving or somewhere where there's no even phone reception or anything, and she'd go, "Did you? Can you feel that? Can you hear that?" I went, "Yeah, I can," and but we couldn't put it down to anything around us because there was nothing. There's no mobile phone towers. There's like literally just bush for miles. Yeah,
And I know a lot of people wouldn't understand that from other countries, but in Australia, within an hour of being outside one of the major cities, you've often got no reception.
Yeah, exactly.
So, and it can be 8 hours. For me, it's like an 8-hour drive down to my country where I grew up in Western Australia, and there's no reception for probably 6 of those hours. It's just how it is. So I know what you're saying. So, okay, that's really interesting. So maybe there is more activation going on than we know.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I think Shanna's got a dream for us. Let's have a look and see.
Hi, Shanna.
Okay. All right. There you go, Nick.
Hello, ladies. Need help with a weird dream. I was sitting watching TV with my mum, and then I said, I need a cigarette. Then the smoke was going towards my mum. So I said, I'm going to go outside. Then I began smoking faster and trying to listen to the TV show. In the first part of the dream, I was observing. And then when outside, I was experiencing it, and I don't smoke in real life. Wow. Oh, and my mum is no longer living in this earth.
How interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow. So let's have a look first of all, what smoking is about in a dream. So,
Mm.
you know, I mean, because smoking can actually ground us. A lot of people that are psychic smoke because it actually helps to ground with the breath, and the nicotine can actually help to ground people.
Mm.
So I'd love to know if you were feeling grounded or not, Shanna. And then the fact your mum was there. Okay, so I'm seeing if you have a waft of smoke, maybe you felt like your mum was like that real surreal, etherical type, misty. I don't know. Maybe that was part of it. You're trying to ground into something, but smoke can also be a barrier between people. So can you look up the book for me, Nick? Is that
Yeah, I've just looked up smoke, but I'm going to look up cigarette as well. But it
correct?
says here smoke. This is Betty Bethards.
Yeah.
The lack of clarity. Things are hazy, confusion, an indicator of heated emotion. Where there's smoke, there's fire, or a warning. Yeah, I'm not feeling it's an
Right.
extreme warning or anything, but that could be some confusion with something.
Yeah. Okay.
And sometimes you have to work through that confusion.
Was that
Cigarette could be.
smoke? Was that cigarette or was that
That
smoke?
was smoke. So I'm going to look up cigarette
Okay, I'm pulling some cards as you're doing that.
because I do feel like it's quite a significant thing because you
Yeah.
understand, like you said, why do people smoke? What is it they're feeling while they're smoking? You talk about grounding, but sometimes it's a contemplation time. Because I often see people when I see them smoking, they're off by themselves, and I'm thinking they're actually probably not thinking
Time
of
out.
much.
I do
Yeah,
it. So, yeah, absolutely.
yeah,
So,
yeah. Cigar, cigarette. Okay, a pacifier, much like a thumb for a child. Something worthless except for the value you give it, such as relaxation or calming nervous energy. Harmful influence that is not necessarily a worthless tool. Right. Interesting.
okay.
Yeah.
You said she
Shanna
feels fairly
says,
grounded.
yeah.
Okay, so it's interesting. I pulled some cards for you, Shanna. So let's have a little look for this dream. And that's what came up was the Nine of Swords. Now, to me, this is nighttime, so you're sleeping. But you don't need to worry about it, okay? Because it's a message for you. Because we've got our beautiful Knight of Pentacles coming through, and to me, this is a message that's going to come through in your reality. So you started to get it within your dream, and it's interesting because the topic was about people that, you know, have meant a lot to us or whatever, and then affecting us. So, and then at the moment, there's something hidden because the Four of Swords has come up. So, but it will be revealed. So don't worry, you will get the message, and when you get it, it'll be like, okay, it could be anything. So I'm not getting specifics as to what it could be, but just know that you're getting warmed up literally, and just stay grounded if something happens or comes up for you, just stay very grounded with it. Yeah, don't let your mind, the Five of Swords, don't let your mind go into that, argument within your own head. Just stay grounded. And the five is change as well. So I feel it's going to be like an aha moment, but it may be something that just choose to not react is what I'm getting for you. I don't know. I don't know. You getting anything else, Nick?
Yeah, I'm actually getting a block of the fact that it's not something we need to discuss.
No. Yeah.
It's sort of like that smoke screen is there in
yes.
terms of the cigarette smoke. She says,
Yeah.
when I was outside, the concept of smoking the cigarette faster was something that stuck out more in the dream. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe that's what you're saying with the cards there, Marie, and the connection, which is just to keep grounded no matter, let the energy's going to pick up or something's going to pick up for you. You're going to feel it. But it's important just to bring yourself back into that sense of being just, here I am. Yeah.
And,
I'm seeing, sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say, a simple way to ground yourself if you're not sure is, go into the Earth Star chakra, which is about 6 inches below your feet, and just put some light in there or put some silver in there and breathe and just keep dropping out of your mind and into your heart and feel your body, actually physically feel your body and do the big breaths. Okay. I feel that's really, that will really help. I think for all of us, it's a good reminder just to stay grounded like that. So at the moment, especially.
Yeah, and that makes a lot of sense because I was having a bath last night and I was pretty relaxed, and I just got this thing about gold, silver, copper. And while I was in the water, I just thought, well, yeah, that makes sense because it's all grounded. It's coming out of the ground. And if I'm just, and I was just filling the bathtub up with that concept of all those metals and all those colours to pull me further into the ground and to sit with them. Obviously, what I needed that at the end of a long day, but yeah, there's something about that definitely with the smoke. And I also saw that as I was talking about it, like I said, we're not meant to see it, the smoke got darker.
Yeah.
So it's almost like, no, this is for you, Shanna. This is for you. You will know this. Yeah.
Absolutely. And this was interesting too. Oh, so she was just replying to Dennis.
Just knew the TV was on. The concept of smoking was more standing out. Yeah, it's
really the TV can also be a distraction. So a TV, the background, it's like company distraction, whatever. The fact your mum was there as well, it could be something that you're releasing for lineage. It's something that's been hidden before. So just have some contemplation time on this one.
I mean, and I don't know about your mother, Shanna, but if another question to ask is that if it's your mum's in there and did she smoke as well? I'm not saying this is for anybody else that's having similar sort of dreams. To make that connection as what that meant for her. Why did they smoke? My mother was a smoker, and I think she did it because, apart from the addictive nature of it, but she did it because it filled a gap that she didn't know how to fill, and it was a way to escape, her own internal whatever it was that she felt she needed to escape from. So maybe, if things happen where you've got someone coming into your dreams like that, see what it meant for them as well. And maybe that's the way they're trying to communicate something through you to say, this is something I need help healing with, there's many ways we can look at it.
Yeah, but I think you'll get it though, Shanna. So it will come through to you. But it's interesting. Wonder if it was trying to fill a gap. Oh, hang on, what's going on? These aren't coming up. Oh, there we go. Yeah, and exactly. But you're the only one I think that will know because this feels very, very particular to you with your mum being in there. So, yeah, I would definitely go in and contemplate and just let whatever comes through. But I feel you're going to get the message anyway, so don't worry. That's why that Nine of Swords came up. Don't worry. And yes, so Tracy, absolutely.
Yeah,
grounding feels essential right now.
It does, doesn't it?
So, and remember, you can take your shoes off and walk on the grass. It's another good one to do. I think I was reading somewhere they say if you do that for 10 minutes a day, it's like you actually can change your whole, balance within your body. So,
yeah. And even for me, like I'm struggling, walking at the moment, but I got out on the grass yesterday for 10 minutes, 15 minutes and just practice walking on the uneven ground, but it felt so nice. All those blades of grass on your feet massaging you, leading down into the earth. It was just like, oh, this is wonderful. Sense of freedom.
And we forget to do it, don't we? It's like, so you just keep your shoes on, especially in winter, I find. In summer, I walk around barefoot a lot. Yeah. Australians are really weird like that. We tend to just even go down the shops with no shoes on. It's really weird. It's just so Australian. It's like, and it's hot, here. So it's funny. So, Okay, so thanks for sharing that, Shanna. It's really interesting. Now Marie sent in something as well. I'll just put up. So Marie, I didn't put it up, Marie, because there was quite on here. So what I'm going to do is so the first thing she did was remember the Roadrunner story that Marie had, where it came right up into her courtyard where she lives. So. Again, this is for people that, like us Australians, don't know. That's what a roadrunner looks like. Okay, so I'm going to read this out because I just thought this is so interesting. And Marie has a real affiliation with birds. So can you just keep an eye on the comments for me, Nick, as well?
Sure.
So it turns out that the roadrunner that came to our courtyard taught me a lesson. I've loved feeding the small birds, doves and sparrow type, and making sure all birds have water. I was careful to give little bits of seeds so they still had to eat what they naturally do. I didn't know it, but beside bugs, mice and snakes, this roadrunner eats small birds. By my feeding them, they were less cautious and stayed on the ground longer. saw him one day when I came back out of the apartment with a bird in his beak. I no longer feed the birds. Yeah, I know. So it's like you were fattening them up for the Roadrunner. I mean, but I also believe that it's okay, put water out for them. They'll find their own food. But yeah, putting water out in hot if you're in a hot place, I think is really nice. And just you can even put it up somewhere, you know. Yeah. So that must have been awful for you to realize that. You know, we think we're helping, and you would have been. But who knows? That bird might have got taken anyway when it was out. So yeah, but it's
But
a really good point to remember.
that's,
Where's the
I don't know.
balance? You know.
Yeah, exactly. But I also, I've been thinking about this a lot because we have so much wildlife around and lots of birds. There's certain birds that we really gravitate towards, and we have a bird here called, sorry about the light, I'm right in the sunlight, I can't get out of it.
Glowing.
Yeah, the fact that the birds are wanting to make connections with us now, and it's
Yes,
like
I agree.
it's like a peace offering, where you say, well, I'm going to give you something to show that I'm making friends with you. I want to connect with you too, and that's the way often people do, by giving them water or food. I'm really feeling at the moment the birds are coming up more and more to make connections with us, to show, like, quite strange, really. It's just too close to and hanging around. Like, even birds that are really flighty and they won't come very close to you are hanging around more and more and getting really close. And, you're talking to them and they don't want to go. And it's like, okay, well, I'm liking this. This is really lovely. So maybe there's a shift happening there with them too.
Yeah. And, sometimes we can't stop nature from being nature. So the fact that you were really communicating and connecting with those birds, I think was beautiful. So, you've got to take the good from it. But I really want this question answered as well.
Do roadrunners really go beep, beep?
I know. Can you tell us, Marie, what sort of sound do they make? Because we don't get them here. We get all sorts of other weird birds and, furry things and whatever. So, yeah, let us know. If anyone knows, let us know what's the sound they make. That's all we've ever seen is Roadrunner comics, things, cartoons. So,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, let us know, please.
I noticed Tracy also wrote here. She said, her last comment there. Tracy said, I noticed such a difference being barefoot in the garden, and in winter I stand or sit with my feet in salt. Yeah. Good idea to do that. Definitely.
It is. I think Kylie does this a lot. I've tried it once, but I think Kylie, you do it quite frequently. So yeah. So it'd be interesting to see if anyone else does that. I do like using the hypochlorite, is it, in the foot spa, or I put my feet in that diluted up. I'm sure it's hypochlorite. And at night, and it's meant to be good for toxins. But the salt's meant to be really good for toxins and for grounding. So you just apparently put some on a towel, like, it has to be good salt, like, your Celtic sea salt or the pink Himalayan salt or whatever it is you use. So yeah, interesting. So Marie,
I haven't heard their sounds yet. I'll have to find out. Yeah.
okay, I'm gonna Google it. I'm intrigued now, so let's have a look and see. So, and then there's more stuff.
Kylie says she puts salt in her socks. That's a good idea.
Oh, that's right. I knew she did something. That's clever.
Yeah.
So, Kylie, do you notice if there's any side effects from doing that? Like, how long do you leave it in there for? Does it create any sort of, irritation? And what sort of salt do you use? Can you let us know, please? That'd be really cool. I'm looking this up now. Unless you want to look it up, and I keep reading Marie's stuff she sent through.
Sure.
Hang on a second.
Sure.
I know, I'm already here. Don't worry, I'm here. I got it. Don't worry. So, Roadrunner noise. This is so funny. I never thought to ask this question. Toad runner. No, Marie, it's not a toad runner. Okay, Roadrunner noise. Okay, here we go. Let's just see. All right. Can you hear it?
Yeah.
Sounds like a chook.
Yeah, it does sound like a chook.
But sort of as a beep. You could get a beep out of that.
Yeah.
Beep, 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 beep. Well, there you go. So I'm going to say yes, it beeps to an extent. Thank you for that. That was really fun. Okay, so this is Kylie. So
Okay, so
she
no
has.
side effects, and I use Himalayan pink salt and do it for an hour. Okay, cool.
Okay,
And
good to
then
know.
throw the salt away. Like obviously you don't reuse it.
Oh yes, yes. Oh yeah, good question. So Kylie, do you feel the need to throw it away? Your schoolwork. Yeah, but you're a weirdo. Hang on a minute. I'll put up what she said. Yeah. Oh goodness, this is a bit of a lag on today. Sorry.
Yeah, it feels good
Chunky
walking on
salty is
the
better.
chunky salt bit. Oh yeah,
That's
maybe I should
funny.
try that. I'll try anything
Yeah.
at the moment.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a good one to do, I think. So
Yeah.
oh, so Marie's heard that sound in the desert, but she didn't know which animal. Well, now you do. The road runner. Beep 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 beep. So, yeah. Yes, exactly, Tracy. I think we've got to find
Yeah.
out these things in life.
Yeah.
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 Oh, and yeah. So the salt,
Yeah. Get rid of
chuck
it.
it
Chuck
out.
it out.
Yeah, I
Actually, not
agree.
everything. Chuck it out.
Yeah. So that's funny. Okay. All right. So where are we up to? Let me just go back after all that fun. Oh, I'm doing Marie's stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me just
Yeah.
keep reading Marie's stuff. She sent in some really interesting things. So then the second, on a different note, she said, I was talking to someone and learned they feel people's colors. You know, when you, with an aura, some people see, some people whatever. Not their aura or the color on the person themselves. They feel the person's color in their mind. So Marie, what you're saying, is it how people are thinking? Is that what they feel? I need to clarify that actually. A couple we know, one was green with a darker shade of green and the other green with a lighter green. Then another person, orange, light and dark, usually two colors. So I asked about what color I was seen as. I'm seen as black and white. How interesting. So and I wonder, so if that is talking about the mind and how we think, Marie, are you a black and white sort of girl? Do you actually see the world or have that black and white, things should be here or here? Or are you okay with sort of coming into that grey area? I'd really love to know, actually. So have you heard of this, Nick?
No, but what it's bringing to my mind is that I have had experiences where see this painting here behind me. We call it. It's actually
Look
the
at that.
forest. Yeah, we call it the Matrix. But so in my dream that I had with those colours, and in my meditation, I got it twice, which was lots of this, but they were multicolours. It was just like rainbow colours, one after the other, and that's interesting because yesterday or the day before, I was in the car and I saw a rainbow, but you know how you get the double rainbows and they're usually just underneath or something like that. This was a rainbow, but it had like, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet, and then it kept going, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. And
Yeah,
so
double, little double.
yes, but so I'm sort of seeing all of these colours coming along as well, and maybe there's something about the frequency of those colours that's now having, because we're losing interest in the external mundane stuff that we know is no longer relevant in our lives. There's new stuff coming in, and colour's a huge one because it's based on light and frequency.
Yeah,
And
that's right.
it's involved with healing. It's everything. So, I'd be really interested to see how many more things we're starting to become aware of, and maybe we're just being shown first, and then we're going to flesh out the meanings of them and what that means for us. So yeah, it's a very good topic.
A different perspective and understanding. So and I'm getting a big yes on that. So the Ace of Swords has come up, so which is really interesting. So I guess it's really, like you say, it's expanding our questions. And so instead of just looking at the aura or feeling an aura, some people sense color. I've got a friend that senses color. You can actually, the mind, the way people are thinking, I sort of get it psychically more than in color. I actually get the energy of the person or what the thoughts are doing I feel it, I guess, rather than, I don't know, if that's what you're saying. So,
Mm.
okay, so this is really interesting. So,
I'm not black and white thinking, much more open to a lot of things.
Hmm.
Yeah, but you know what I was getting with that
Yeah,
when they
I
said
was
black and
too.
white? It's more the duality
Yeah.
of it. We're living in a duality still. We haven't moved into that phase of being able to just be this, even though we're becoming crystalline, we've this amorphous way that we just float in and out of different feelings and ways and being. We're still very much like, because we're having to function in this world, black and white.
Male and female.
Yeah.
That's the card that just came up. So it's almost like the anywhere on the extremity, in between that. So yeah, how interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. It's yeah, it's a really, really interesting concept. So I'd love to know, how do other people, I guess in a way it's like sort of sussing out or feeling into someone's intentions, into someone's the way they think,
Yeah.
and into somebody's energetic field.
Yeah.
So yeah, how do other people do it, feel it, sense it, know it? What is it that you actually
Mm.
tend to use? And we probably don't ask ourselves this question because we just do it naturally. It's like, oh, I don't really want to be around them. But why? What are you doing? Have you seen something? Have you felt something? Have you just had a knowing? Let us know. I'd love to
And
know
could you
that.
change that feeling by bringing up that color? Like, even I'm so color conscious
Yeah.
because of my, my art, creative side, and whatever. But even today, I put the little diffuser on into this room,
Yeah.
and it's so important that I choose the right color.
Yeah.
And I'll just know. I'll just keep going through them and go, oh no, it's got to be that one. Like today, it was yellow. It had to be yellow
Interesting. So
for
what does
some
yellow
reason.
mean for you?
Well, it was, I stood away with that sunshine. It's funny that the whole morning I've got this sun just beaming
Got this
down on
sun,
me.
you got a sun thing going on. It's which is about
Yeah,
positivity. It's about bringing in
yeah,
that beautiful frequency of the sun, and yeah, yeah, which is really full on at the moment.
yeah.
So yeah,
So it's like
and
putting,
it's
when you
so
put on the glasses, like put the filter on for the day.
yeah,
Concentrate on that
yeah,
color. Mm.
yeah. Okay, interesting. Um, yeah, so Marie has been wondering about that as well.
About the thoughts of dark and light balancing. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Mm.
and we're all absolutely the boss of ourselves and how we experience things. That's our gifts and talents as well.
Yeah.
So, which is really interesting. So we're all our own master. So
Yeah.
Tracy's had an experience.
People I sense I don't want to be around don't seem to have color, if that makes sense. Yeah, does actually.
Interesting.
Yeah.
How interesting. So I wonder if the people you don't want to be around, if they're are they more of an NPC? Is
Mm.
that why they maybe don't have that frequency color, or is it because it doesn't resonate with your color? So, or I always bring things back to myself as well. Do they just not have a color that resonates with you and your frequency? Because color's a frequency. So this is great. It just brings up so many fascinating questions to me that I just wouldn't think about on my own. So
And I just got, when you said that too, talking about this comment. Yes, I definitely feel that as well, Tracy. But in addition to that, sometimes I feel that if somebody, like, you can sense it when they're near you, is that I've been able to change the situation by bringing the energy into them with a color, like flooding them with something to change it. Because after all, we can create everything ourselves. So if that's the case, why can't we create a whole new experience with that person?
yeah, absolutely. And sometimes just sending love through our higher self, just sending love to them is often a amazing way to do it as well. So, but it's
Yeah.
interesting because the cards that came up then, Six of Wands, which is victory by taking action. So this was from Tracy's original one. Your foundation, the Four of Pentacles, is the foundation that you've built in this physical being from your soul or whatever. And you've probably had experiences. The Five of Cups, you've probably had emotional experiences around certain people, and that also could contribute to how we then react. or respond to others, and the Ace of Swords. So as Nick was saying, I feel that that's the most powerful mind game plan. We can, even if it's just for that moment. I've done this so many times with people when I've needed something from them and they're in the most foul mood, or they're just, oh, I haven't got time, and then I just send them love, and I'll just go, oh, I can understand. Wow, you've obviously been really busy. Are you okay? You know, I will use a little bit of psychology with them because I honestly care. And then all of a sudden, I've just seen them switch like this. And I remember I did this once. I'd just come back from living in Sydney to Perth, and I had to I was doing another degree, and I wanted to transfer everything. I hadn't worked on it for 2 years, and I was going, oh, I'm right at that cutoff point. I could lose everything. And so I went in physically to talk to one of the people there, and she was just coming back to her door as I was standing there ready to knock on it. And I went, okay, this is a sign I'm meant to be doing this. And as she came through, she was like really flustered, and I said, oh, look, you know, I can see you're really flustered. I'd love some of your time, though. I need some help. Because if you ask people for help, then they change as well. So, and this is how it started. And she went, no, I haven't got time. You have to make an appointment. And I was like, oh, I've just come back from Sydney, and so this is the first opportunity I've had to even come in, and let me help you with those. You know, it was this sort of thing, but I was just sending her love. She just switched like this. She went, come in. All right, let's have a look at this. Got on the computer, worked it all out for me, did it all, said, oh, we can get you a degree in another 4 units. Like, and I just went, but if I'd gone, you know, like that I would not have got what I wanted.
Yeah.
So I feel you're right, Nick. It is. It's about keeping ourselves in our open heart rather than taking it personally. She's had a really busy day. I've just dropped in on her, you know. So,
because I think we're getting to the point that we know that those low vibing people will probably disappear from our lives. So what is it we want? So in order to make this a reality, which we control, we just create what we want. So if there is somebody that we're not feeling comfortable with, I just sort of go, well, either remove yourself from my life, and they're not necessarily people that I know either, or just change them, because we can change, we can create the character that we want there. Tracy says, I understand that and admire you for wanting to do that. I do not. Yeah.
I do not.
Fair enough. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Leave them. Let them go. Yeah. So there's the two choices you get to make. Yeah. And I definitely walk away from many situations.
Me too. I just cut people out unless if I really need something, they're in a position and I actually need something from them. That's when I put in a lot of effort, you know. And it depends how I'm feeling as well. If I'm just feeling a bit flat and I don't have a lot of energy, then I just keep it for me. You know, so I think we have to be smart about it, which is really
like
true.
If you've got a neighbour in your area and you feel really close to people, and you know it's something to live with every day, it might be something to be worth putting the energy into working on and changing it. Because let's face it, all I do is I just, instead of dealing with this, I just go up to the highest source of it and come back down from this angle, because I know that we're the same, one and the same up here. So it's just like going up and coming back through that way. But yeah, there's plenty of people that I don't waste my energy
bother
on.
with. No.
It's a great
I agree
practice
with this question.
to always ask, how would love respond? Yeah, what would love do? Exactly. Absolutely.
Yeah. And, you know, I found that because over the years I've been given so much information and actual experiences with psychic attack and with you know, telepathy, because I'm very telepathic. To me, it's as soon as I feel that, I just respond with love now, because otherwise you're adding fuel to this fire. And all the thoughts, is it my thought? Is it their thought? Okay, no, stop. Just send love and just protect yourself, but send love. I call it love.
And that's bombing. What we're learning. Yeah, that's a really good point, Mary, because that's what we're learning to do, because the only way we're going to break free of this polarized way of thinking is if we just do that. It's like, even though you don't feel comfortable doing it, sometimes you just do it because you know ultimately there's a benefit in it for the whole of mankind.
Yeah. And I guess we have to remember this is all a game. We've put ourselves into a video game. So it's like, you know, and it just sometimes can take away so much of that emotional or trauma response or reaction that we can have in certain situations. We're human. I just find for me that just helps me go, oh, Marie, come on. It's not so serious. It's okay. So yeah, it's really interesting.
Yeah, it's almost like you're
And
watching.
yeah, watching it. So
Yeah, because if you go to watch a play or a performance, and if you're in the play with someone as well, everyone has their part to play. I'm going to play this character, but of course, in the background, and behind the scenes, you're all friends. You know, you're not an
you're all friends. We're all
antagonist.
connected. We're all the same spirit, soul, whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's just what part you get to play. Tracy says it's
Yeah.
funny that my instinct in moments that really feel alien is to become a tree. Yeah, look, I
Oh,
wouldn't
that
be
is.
surprised that you've been the tree many times, and the trees
Yeah.
are one of those things that I feel like you can jump up and down in different levels and frequencies and dimensions to be a tree.
It's funny. My friend and I used to have this saying, when if something was going on that was, a little bit, antagonizing or whatever, we would have this saying, "Be the tree." That was it. That was what we would say. So that is really funny, Tracy.
Yeah.
Oh, be the tree.
Mm.
That's it, and
Mm.
go into it, and that strength and that wisdom and just being, yeah, really interesting. So I love
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
So
Yeah,
Marie also
sometimes.
said, so, oh, sorry, keep going. No, you
Sorry,
talk.
we're sorry, we have a terrible lag this morning here. I sometimes feel that I just wish that I could be the tree, like actually feel what that tree has, because it's carrying so much wisdom and knowledge, and it just stands there
Oh,
and it
yeah.
just watches, and it doesn't have to react, and it's brilliant how it does it. And I sometimes wish that I could just morph into the tree to feel what that feels like for a minute, in order to bring that back out into this reality, and maybe that's something
Yeah.
we'll be able to do.
Yeah. Well, you can do the tree meditations where you do connect in and let yourself go down and be a part of that system of roots, and then back in, the tree dryad. There's actually some beautiful meditations for that. So, and it does, it's really amazing. So, but yeah, so Marie was also sent me something about, this is about giants. So she said, I was across the river in Lachlan for 2 years when I moved back out west. So this site that she got onto shares things going on in the town, and it came up with these pictures. Let me just see. And such a beautiful spiritual place, and this person sees giants. Yeah, there's one there in the background. I've actually seen and felt the giant. See, right in the horizon is the first one. Yeah, same picture. And she's done like a legs, arm, head there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I believe this. You see that? Yeah. We've got Sunshine Coast. We've got the Glass House Mountains, and I used to go up and see my beautiful friend there that did massage. She was incredibly spiritual, and so I'd maybe go up sort of 3 or 4 times a year. It's quite a big drive, and I remember once I was driving back and I was going, "These mountains are calling to me. Why?" And they're very unusual. They're like one big mountain here, then flat, then another mountain. There's like 4 of them, I think. They're weird. They're not really a mountain range at all. It's so weird. And I remember I had to pull over and I was looking at this one of them and I went, "Oh, you were alive." And it talked to me and it went, "Yes." And I went, "It was a giant." And it was a giant bending over. I actually saw it and it had been, sorry, I'm going to sneeze. It had actually been calcified, in place. Have you seen them, Nick? You know what I'm talking about?
I do. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, totally.
Yeah.
I can't not see anything anymore. I mean, right where I live in Bellingen, up on the mountain range, everyone knows it. We all know it's called Old Man Dreaming. You couldn't get more obvious than that. That's what the Indigenous call it. And he's lying
Yeah.
down, and that they tell
Yeah.
a story about him, but they say he actually is a giant. And so it's like
Yeah.
it's not even being tried to cover up. That's known as Old
Yeah.
Man Dreaming. We all know it.
Absolutely. So, and the fact that I felt the life force within this being, yeah, it was like, oh my gosh, okay. And you can't change that when you have that knowing. It was an absolute knowing. So,
Yeah.
yeah, so Marie, yes, I agree with you. I love it when there are that sort of thing coming through. So, so now what else have we got going on out down here? Yeah, seen dragons too. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely. And this is what I feel the dinosaur story was about.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, there's a bit of a
Interesting,
merging
hey?
going on there for sure. Yeah, the
Yeah.
dragons seem to be more prevalent at the moment. I'm using them. I'm really
Yeah,
like
oh my God, aren't
connecting.
they? They
Yeah,
are so prevalent. And like even stories coming up on some of my feeds, and it's like these dragon movies, and I'm just going, "Yes, okay, something definitely being activated."
yeah. Because
So
when they
yeah,
feed it into the consciousness, it's a remembrance of it, and yeah,
yes,
sometimes it's just the love of them. Yeah. Oh yeah.
yeah.
Obvious Marie. Mount Beware. Is that how you say it? Beware. It's funny. I
Biwa,
see that sign. Beware. I see the
Biwa.
sign all the time, but
Mount
I never know how
Biwa
to
is
say
how
it.
I say it.
Biwa. And
Oh,
man, dreaming is really obvious too. Yeah, Christine knows those two places. Yeah.
yeah, interesting. I know it's so obvious. It's so obvious. So yeah, I love that. So if anyone else has got photos or has seen, and seen these sort of beings from
Mm.
other times, so
Yeah.
what do you reckon? Shall I do a little meditation today? See what's
Yeah,
going
that
on
would
with
be nice.
everybody.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, Tracy agrees. Oh my God, dragon energy is just crazy,
There's so
off the
much dragon
charts.
in you. I
They're
think it's
big.
about the
And
collective. Yeah, I do feel the same. Yeah, I'm really tuning into it. It's like, and I feel like they're getting really excited about it as well.
yeah. Oh, and they
This,
want to communicate. They
yeah,
want communication.
yeah.
So yeah. So interesting.
Because they've
Interesting
been
that we're
out in the
talking
cold
about
for
that.
so long. Mm.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm just gonna divinate a card for us all at this time. And even if you're watching this later, remember you will get all the energy from this meditation because I do run frequency as I'm channeling it. Oh well, how interesting. Well, we've got the two, there's two because they were right next to each other. The first one, and these, I'll just get rid of that. So we've got space here. The first one, again, we've done this before, I think, is our inner child, number 17. Isn't she beautiful? And the one next to it was love, number 8. They were right next door to each other, and I do not keep these in order. I shuffled. So this is really interesting. I feel that all of the things we're talking about, everything that's happening, it really comes back to our heart and to actually allow to be free from any of subconscious sort of blocks or beliefs or lineage. It's almost like our heart is being freed up now. So hang on a minute, I have to cough. I'm still not fully there. And then the love next to it. I mean, these two came up together. So this, I feel, is the message for today that we need to tap into. And I'm
Yeah.
actually getting the hit bring dragon into it. So I'm going to do that.
Mm.
So let's just see what comes through for us. I mean, and let's says in here because we know it's heart chakra. Okay, 17. So it's about creating a more fulfilling, loving relationship with our inner child. So sometimes our inner child is forgotten when we have our 3D world with all of our adult responsibilities. Have you been beating yourself up lately or have been down on yourself and allowed people and situations in your life to affect you negatively? So you are currently reacting to a situation from the perspective of the inner child. Know that it's time to give your inner child some love and care. Ask what is required for them to heal. You may feel drawn to go and see a healer or simply take some quiet time to engage in an inner dialogue with this part of you. So it's time to allow your inner child to feel free and allow this aspect of you to feel safe, loved, and heard. Love, love, love is the key. Isn't that funny that we got the next card, which was love as well? So I'm just going to, whatever's standing out in the love card, I'm going to read out. So I just scanned through. It says, you are truly deserving of deep love, and now is the time for you to dance with this essence and believe you are worthy of it. Remember also that the most important form of love is self-love. Ask yourself, what part of me have I not been loving? And take some time to give this aspect of you some good old nurturing. Love is the medicine for the soul and of life. Yeah, so it's so interesting that they've come up together. So just the green art, you know, the beautiful lightness of that inner child and the depth of our heart. I'm I'm going in and out. It's so weird.
Mm.
Am I okay? Am I?
I see you freezing on and off and a bit blurry.
It's sticky. If it drops out, guys, yeah. So same with you. So it could be from my end. If it cuts out, guys, just stay in the energy and frequency of the meditation until you feel it's finished. And come back on because we've nearly finished anyway. So obviously there's something going on with Wi-Fi, which is really unusual for here.
Yeah.
So let's start. Let's do our little meditation. All right, so just sit comfortably, feet flat on the floor. Let yourself just relax. Close your eyes. If you're lying down, just let go. Take a big breath in through your nose. And as you breathe out, just let yourself drop more and more into your body. Let your fingers relax. Let everything go. Another deep breath in. And this time, as you breathe out, take your attention down into that beautiful heart space, wherever it is for you that feels right. And see, sense, or feel white light beginning to come through from your heart space. This white light has its own consciousness. And as it comes through from your divine, blessed soul, it starts to dissolve any pain, any dross and heaviness, anything that is love. Feel your heart and that heart chakra really beginning to expand and become. Allow this white light then to continue through your whole body, flowing wherever it needs to go until every cell is vibrating with this white light. Miracles can happen through that etheric aspect. Alchemical change is being created. The white light then goes through into your electromagnetic aura, if you'd like. Again, releasing any cords, hooks, or ties, any blocks, until you start to feel a lightness that you have maybe not felt in quite a while. And I want you to now connect in with your beautiful inner child, wherever they come from within you, however they look. Ask them to come through. Connect with them. Give them a hug. Show them love. Let them talk. Let them tell you what they need and want. And as you're doing this, you feel a thrum, a humming noise, a vibration beginning to birth from deep within you. And your own personal inner dragon comes through. You and your beautiful inner child connect with this energy of this magical being, this powerful protector. The dragon steps forward and asks you to climb up their back. Takes you on a wherever it is that you need. And when ready, know that you can call up your dragon anytime you want. If you feel the need of protection, strength, more love, wisdom. But just for now, let your dragon go back to where they live within you. Ask your inner child where she'd like to be within this beautiful spiritual realm called you, and let her be. And promise her that you will connect in to her or him at any time. And when you're ready, I want you to gently come back into your body, focusing on your breath, bringing that lightness back with you. And any messages or knowings that you had from your dragon and your inner child. And as you come back gently, I want you to say words, I love me, I am love. Really feeling that through your whole. Wriggle your toes and gently open your eyes, coming back to the here and now. Oh, is everyone back? And let me know how you go if you'd like. It's really nice to share if you want to. I know sometimes it takes a little bit to come back, but whoever's watching this afterwards, you will get that hit of energy that I was running there as well. But Nick, how did you go?
Oh, well, that brought a tear to my eye. Yeah, I felt actually that when I was, the child speaking to me, it was like, yeah, you've experienced a lot of things that have frightened you in your life, and it's time to stop being frightened about those things. And then I was swaddled. It's like as the light was going through my body at the beginning, it was like it was a swaddling cradling going on of that light through my body. And then it became the dragon was the one that was encompassing me, and that was the swaddle. And then it became that freedom of flying with the dragon. And I was just enjoying that process of being free from all that, free from all those negative energetic ties that have kept us in those frequencies now. Yeah, and we're still releasing them, and it's like, okay. And that's that crying release for me is what does it. It's real physical, the physicality of it, not just in the mind. So yeah, that was beautiful. Yeah, I love my dragon.
So I know, they're amazing, aren't they? And look, and tears and crying is so important. It's such a release and a relief for us. So don't hold them back. If you need to cry, you let it out. That's all I can say. They're great tears. I used to never cry, and now I don't care. I just whenever and wherever. So yeah. And so Marie is sharing.
As soon as I brought out the dragon, Golden, my inner child crawled right on the dragon to fly. Did you love that?
Oh, how beautiful. Of course, that's the adventurous, fun-loving, joyful part of us. So, yeah. So, and Tracy will start up there.
Wow, thank you. That was beautiful. My inner child is curled up with my dragon and really happy. Yeah.
Oh, that's so lovely. That's so beautiful. So, and
Julian says, I was with my beautiful grandmother. My sweet little dragon became strong. We were flying through black and white. Wow.
Oh, that's interesting, isn't it? That black and white things come up again.
Yeah.
So, yeah, beautiful. And then Christine.
Oh, beautiful. Cheers. My little me is so happy playing with my dragon and lying like a snow angel on the green grass, always, and laughing always. Yeah.
Oh, how beautiful. I mean, obviously, it was time for us to really connect into that aspect of it.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Oh, we've got our beautiful Sherry on.
Yeah, that was lovely. It felt so good to be tended to my inner child. Yes, the dragon was beautiful protection and so limitless. Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Beautiful, and Carly loved that too. Yeah. So, look, I think this is a beautiful spot to maybe finish on today. And just remember, you can connect into that energy anytime you need to. Checking in with your inner child, it's a really good reminder every morning when you wake up. What do you want to do today with your inner child? Okay? Start the day with fun. So that's what, something really simple. It's okay. Just check in with them. So, yeah. But
Exactly.
it's been so lovely to be back with you all. Now,
Yeah.
Elise is away for a few weeks now, so it'll just be the dream show for the next couple of weeks. But thank you for being here. You're all very, very loved. And thank you, Nick, our beautiful Nick. And we will see you all next week.
Yeah, lots of love to you and lots of love to your dragons.